Hey, what's up everybody? In this lesson, I want to show you a quick and easy way to make a motion graphic template in Adobe After Effects and then transfer that to Adobe Premiere Pro. We're going to go ahead and make a MOGRT. To get started with MOGRTs, you're going to need to have some sort of animation already present in your After Effects timeline. Here I have a very simple lower third animation, but MOGRTs are great for title sequences, credit sequences, really any place you need to change elements often when you're doing your animation. As you can see, I have different types of layers present in my lower third animate composition. It does not have to be a lower third to create a MOGRT. This is just a good example of why you would want to create a MOGRT in After Effects all the way to Premiere Pro. So to get the MOGRT window, open up your Essential Graphics panel, and here is where we're going to start building our MOGRT. I'm going to go ahead and drag this over just so we can see both elements. And the first thing we really want to do is think about what we want to keep or change in this composition. As I scrub through, you can see I have the first and last name. That's obviously something I'm going to want to change, but I may want to change something like that red bar at the bottom for color. First, we want to select the composition we want to use. Being I only have one composition, my only option is lower third animate, but this option is going to bring in all of the properties within the composition unless you solo certain things. Next is the set poster time. That will just basically set it to where your current time indicator is. Now, the great part about this is the thumbnail that you will eventually see in Premiere Pro. It's important to go ahead and do that. Otherwise, if you have a black screen and you don't have it set to poster time, you may not know how to find or locate that a little later. Now, looking at this, it's already at this moment going to bring in everything you see playing, but it won't allow me to edit it in Premiere Pro unless I do a few changes. That's what the next step comes through. First, we're going to figure out what we want to edit. And let's start with the first and last name text. As you can see, I have my first and last name, and I want to open up properties. Now, I could just try to drag that entire layer up there, but I want to drag specific elements. For instance, the source text. Source text is a great way to animate text anyway. We have a video on that on the channel. Be sure to follow and watch that video if you're interested. But I'm going to go ahead and drag just source text to my property. And the first panel is the labels. We're going to call this put name here and click away. Next will be what the default is going to be, which is first and last. And then it's kind of hidden, but if you scroll over and you kind of adjust your windows, you'll see edit properties. Here I can enable custom font selection, font size, and even faux styles. Now, why wouldn't you want to do this? Let's say you have a very specific brand that only uses a specific font. That's when you would uncheck this option so you know your team wouldn't use the improper typeface. I'm going to hit OK, and here I can set the defaults, which is just going to carry over the defaults that were already on that text, and there we go. So here I can also add groups, so I could actually add type and then drag this into the type group. And let's add another group, and we'll call this group color. And so once we have the color selected, now we can change the color of this logo. I'm going to open it up, drop my contents drawer open, and we're going to go to fill and find the color of our element. Now, anything you want to change in Premiere Pro later, color, opacity, you name it, that's when you click on the word and drag, and we'll just go ahead and make sure we drop that in there. And then this will say change lower rex color, and there you have it. So now we have complete control over the typeface. We have complete control over the lower rectangle color, which is awesome. Finally, the only thing you need to do is export your motion graphics template. It's going to ask you to save your After Effects project, which I highly recommend. And then it's going to ask you where would you like to save this template. For us, let's go ahead and hit browse. I like to set mine to, by the way, to local drive. It makes it a tad bit easier. I'm going to put it in my MOGRT folder. I'm going to leave everything, including the warning if the font is not available. And that's important because not all fonts transfer from machine to machine. So I hit OK. That's that warning. And there you have it. Now we have a MOGRT file within our Finder. If I go over to Premiere Pro, and let's say I have this lovely kind of live news station and I want to put a lower third onto here, I don't need to build it from scratch every time. Here, I'm going to go to the Graphics Templates panel. And here you can see I can go to that by going to Window, Graphics Templates. And then to load a MOGRT, there's just going to be this square with this plus sign that says Install Motion Graphics Template. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to go to my MOGRT folder, and sure enough, there's our new lower third logo MOGRT. That's a mouthful. And I'm going to hit open. We're going to go ahead and say yes. And now, whenever I'm ready to use this, I can just drag that animated MOGRT on, give it a second, and when we hit play, hey, check that out. There it is. But it gets even better because when I select that MOGRT and I go over to our Properties panel, we can change the name. So we could do Professor Matt, click away. It's a little big, but remember I enabled font size. There you have it. I could also change that color. So maybe we want to pull in, for instance, a blue, and it will maintain all of the animation properties. How amazing is that? And then every time you need to use it in After Effects, it will be here in your graphics template. You can share this with your team. They work amazingly well in Adobe Premiere Pro. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Please like and follow for more, and I'll catch you in the next one.